So that'll take us on to Superman issue 161. This is Jeff Loeb writing with Ed McGuinness on the art. And this is kind of this is the funny thing. And I remember, like, a bunch of times earlier on, you kept saying that technically this is two arcs that are kind of put together. And honestly, having read now the first part of the second half, I'm like, no, it's one big arc. I don't.
No,
agree.
it is, and it was always it's called two separate arcs, and I don't understand why they ever made that choice. I think that was a bad decision on their part.
Because the entire first half is building to reveal that the Joker's behind it all, and then it just goes on from there. Like it's all one thing.
Yeah, I felt like I think that's a poor marketing angle to name it separately.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but it seems like a bad choice to me. So this is what, part 6?
Yeah, part 6 of 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Superman starts off all Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, and he's with Superboy, Supergirl. He's actually using his heat vision in a really demonic looking page to kill the robotic fish, or the fish that the Joker's got in there, because they're all laughing fish.
Yeah, they're like Jokerized piranha.
Yeah. And there's a whole moment where he thinks Aquaman's came to help him, but he's not. He's just kind of happened to be there with Aqua Long Lad, which is an amusing little joke. I'll give them that. No, you don't think that was amusing?
I mean, it's not my style of comedy. This.
That's fair. No, I'm not. No, I mean, I was mildly amused by Harley arguing for a piece of the world for herself, and then as soon as Joker because Joker's like, "Where's Lex?" and then realizes, "Oh yeah, I killed Lex," so he brings him back with Mixie's powers, and then immediately shoots him again. Which, you know, I appreciate in concept what that is. But yeah, so you've got the supers with Lois and Steel included, going in to try and, you know, take care of things, and the various characters show up. You know, the Jonah Hex style character,
Bounty.
There you go, Bounty.
I'm learning the names.
How could I ever forget Bounty?
How dare you?
Ignition shows up, blasts the other super members. Superman gets pissed. Bizarro shows up. Superman kind of talks Bizarro out of getting involved in a weird way.
Yeah, it's a little. I'm not entirely sure how.
Yeah. Lois looks. I mean, it's kind of appearing like she's making a heel turn here, where she goes to Joker and says, "I want to make a proposition." But I feel like this is, you know, it's going to be like it looks bad, but then it'll turn out she's actually playing him to ultimately
almost
save the
certainly,
day.
yeah.
Superman's concerned because they're in Gotham because he wants to find Batman, because that's the one Justice League member he can't find. And the big reveal at the end of the issue is that Batman's dead, and he's been nailed to the outside of the Gotham Police Department. And like, I suppose in one way it makes sense that Joker would do this, but in the same time it doesn't, because kind of like, at least for a lot of us, our favorite interpretation of the Joker is that he actually is kind of in love with Batman and loves having him play with.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, it's a bit more of a modern approach. Yeah, and this,
I suppose,
it's weird. This isn't that long ago. This is 2000.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to show you how quickly that established take of the Joker of, you know, there's this that love connection of, you know, they need each other in Joker's mind. How quickly that's kind of set in as the established version. And
I mean,
it's only over that last 15, 20 years.
I'm sure it existed before this. Maybe it just wasn't the one that everyone goes to, like, you know.
Yeah, whereas now it is the go-to thing.
And I like it, so I mean, I'm happy to go to it, but I think it makes Joker more interesting. He doesn't want to kill Batman, you know?
I think storytellers like it because it means they don't have to come up with stupid ways for Joker not to win.
I mean, that's fair, but I do genuinely think it makes Joker a more interesting character, that he doesn't want to kill Batman. I
agree.
Yeah, so, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, when I saw Dark Knight for the first time, and there's that moment, like, you know, it's simple, we killed the Batman, and I'm like, okay, all right. But of course, the whole point is that by the time we get that meeting in the room in the police station, he's like, no, I don't want to kill you. Like, you know.
Yeah, and also, even at that point in the movie, they don't have any relationship.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not until like he actually sort of goes up against them and sort of interacts with them that kind of forms.
And also, just I know we're not really here to talk about that movie, but
sure.
the idea there that he says, you know, it's simple, you kill the Batman. That's that's their solution to the problem.
Oh,
At
yeah.
no point did he say it's what he wants to. It's just this is what you
exactly.
need to do.
Yeah. He's selling them a product essentially, and that's his pitch. Well, I mean, we clearly don't like this arc very much. We've been down on it since the second issue. Even though I don't think this one, the last one, have been as bad. Like, I think this issue was a quick enough read versus some of those earlier issues that I hated, which were like a chore to get through. But I wouldn't say I like it. I mean, it's it's suffered enough that at this point I don't really like it that much. I mean, there's the odd little joke I'll chuckle at, but
I like this one the most in a long time, just because it had really nice art. Still, I like Dave McGuinness.
Sure. But
nice
the sad truth is that he's probably not going to be back now.
No, this is probably it.
Yeah.
We got 3 issues to suffer through.
Yes, and more than that, we'll be telling you what the next vote is at the end of the show. So look forward to that. But yeah, we giving this issue. Let's just move on.
5.5.
Because we're just going to end up talking about Dark Knight more if we try and talk about this. Yeah. I'm more positive. I'll go with 6.
So much more positive.
I chuckled at Aqualung Lad, alright? I'll give it a 6.